We have a lot of people to thank today. In no particular order, but I'm going to start with all of you, mofos. We love you all, everyone here, every single person invited to this wedding, and we cut it down from 1,000 to about 120. We specifically wanted everyone that is here to be here. And we want to say thank you to each and every one of you. You're very special to us all. We probably had dinner and gotten drunk with about 90% of the people that are here. The other 10%, soon. I want to thank, in particular, a handful of people. I'm just going to start with our homie who married us, Mark Esty.
Yes.
Who owns this restaurant. That's here at Paul Campbell. I'm not supposed to say anything about this, but Mark is conspicuously absent because he's on a plane right now to New York City to receive an award tomorrow with a nationally recognized magazine. This restaurant's going to be named one of the top 20 new restaurants in the country. It is for Mark, Campo, and Reno. There are a lot of other people in our lives that are really, really special to us, and that as artists, and I've been doing this for a while. Annie is, as some of you may know, I don't know if you all know, Annie's quite a bit younger than me. We have been to restaurants together, and the waiter or the maitre d' has said, "So nice that you're having dinner with your father." That's a very sweet young lady, but there were a lot of people who are very special to us, and as a guy who's worked well, actually I haven't worked very hard, but I've been an artist for a while, and Annie has been working very hard at it, and this last year has been huge for her. She is now a full-time successful working artist, so let's hear it for Annie Hooker. But in that challenge and in that trial and in that difficulty, there are always people that artists need to help them get there, and for me and now for us, there are a handful of people that have done that, and that is Freddie and Candy.
Love you!
We love you guys.
Me too.
Couldn't be, I don't know where I would be without you guys, but I wouldn't be standing here tonight with this hot piece of bacon. I can tell you that. And Donna and Bill, they are around here somewhere. Where are you turkeys? Donna and Bill. And our good friends and new partners, and who make this last couple of years possible for me, Greg and Ann. We love you guys. And our beloved Carol. There are two more people I need to thank. My dad. And the last person, and the most important person here, is Annie Hooker. A lot of you here were at my first wedding about a year ago when I turned 40. And most of you thought that was my only wedding, myself included. But about halfway through the evening, when I was on that pole at the Pastime Club, I realized there was something more to life. And I told myself right then, if I ever meet a woman who makes me feel good about being me, and supports me in what I do, and looks hot in jeans, shorts, a bikini, significantly less than that. And I can imagine her wearing a white dress and spending every goddamn mofo day of my life waking up next to her feeling like I was the luckiest son of a bitch on the planet. I swear to God, I was going to at least have 2 dates with her. And then I met Annie Hooker. And in the space of 1 date, she did pull a gun on me, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't a threatening action, but in the space of 1 date, I knew that I had met the woman I could spend my whole life with and count my blessings and wake up every morning, take my first sip of coffee that's by the bedside, and say to myself, holy shit. And when I married Tony a few years ago, I gave him this one little nugget. I said, Tony, I've known you a while. Danielle's a lovely woman. You're lucky to marry her. You must, and he stole this line from me, you must have a leprechaun stuck in your ass. Well, I don't know how his ass feels tonight. I know how mine feels, but I've definitely got a giant leprechaun lodged up there. That's the luckiest man in the planet, on the planet. This is the most beautiful woman, the most beautiful bride. She destroyed me with her vows. I am a chicken shit because I couldn't get 3 words out. This girl took it downtown, and I'm the one that's the talker. She's like the, she's just like, Andrew, you see all the things, and no, not today. She was like, I'm gonna show you how this shit is done, Bolam. Or, as we now know, Bolam. So on that note, I would like to hand the microphone to my wife. She has a couple of people she would like to thank too.
I do have a couple of people I'd like to thank, and it's not going to be as hard to follow that too. So I'm going to start by thanking the city of San Francisco. Not a person, but a place that is very dear and close to me and a huge part of me. And so when I thank the city of San Francisco, it's basically thanking where I came from and how I got here to this moment, standing in front of this microphone, started in San Francisco. So Eric, Colin, Lance, Maya, Lisa, all you guys, Amanda. Am I forgetting anyone?
Toots!
Toots, you're not here. You guys, seriously, Rowan, all of you guys, I'm so happy you're here. You guys are my roots, you guys are my people, you guys are my oldest friends, and it means the world to me. It just fills me up with so much joy to have you guys here today to support me. Then I made the decision to move to Reno. I moved to Reno, and when I moved to Reno, everyone was like, ew. Like, are you going to live across from the circus? Everyone has this perception of Reno that it's like, I've only been there for a really scuzzy bachelor party, and so they sort of wonder, like, well, why would you leave your home of San Francisco? What could possibly be better? And it was a tough move. I needed to do it to focus on my artwork and to make a little change, and I have to thank the city of Reno for changing my life, because if I hadn't moved to Reno, I wouldn't have met Andrew. And so for me, it was like, if it had to happen, it was like, I don't believe in a lot of, supernatural stuff, but there's a lot of weird magnetism that went into us meeting, and a lot of dominoes that had to fall in order for that to happen. So I'm thanking the city of Reno and all the people that I've met in the city of Reno, and then I'm also going to thank the city of Truckee. So if you're I'm thanking you right now, because I'm currently in Truckee, and I am the happiest woman I've ever been in my entire life because of this man. I mean, like, joy doesn't even describe it. Love, I feel like love is such a little tiny word when I think about Andrew, when I think about, like, what we have together as artists and as friends and as now his husband and wife. So thank you to Truckee, thank you to all of my friends in Truckee. And the biggest person that I need to thank is my mom, who's always been on the other end of the phone. There's never been one day that my mom has not been on the other end of the line for me, and she's sacrificed so much, and she's always, she supported me when I was 15, and I was in a really rebellious phase. I did. I used to. I'd have some really important event to go to, and I'd like shave my head beforehand, and I'd have like pierce things in the bathroom, and I mean I was kind of a shitty teenager. And you were always. I know this is funny, but this is serious. You were always there for me, Mom. You loved me through and through, and you never let me embarrass you. And I am who I am today because of you. So thank you, and cheers to you. I can't forget my big brother, who just gave the speech of a lifetime. And I'm sorry I dropped that rock on your head. And Sam, you're my best friend, and I can't wait for all our adventures as adults and as best friends. Love you guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
We're going to pass it back to the band, and now we will dance our balls off. Grab on to them. I love you guys.